Hey guys, you're watching Let's Talk About Prepping. I'm Tyler, your host, and in this video, we're going to have a mail call because yesterday I received packages from both Will at Just in Time Prepping and Eric from The Lord Humongous, or WorldWasteland.com. So I'm going to open Will's first because that was the one that I learned about first. Now, Will runs Just in Time Prepping, the YouTube channel, and he often does good videos and live streams, which are really valuable because there's a lot of good preppers that often hang out in there and discuss valuable topics and a little bit of lighthearted banter. So he weekly does a drawing where people hang out in his Wednesday live streams and get entered for his Saturday drawing. And if more than 50 people get in there, he does 2 drawings. Now it's often a sticker or something valuable that he has to share or that somebody has donated to share. And this time around, Ron Neitzel, the Green Wizard, shared his book that he has for sale up on Amazon, Kindle, and various places. Now, it's a gardening guide, and I'm told that it's very good. Multiple people in the live stream have bought it and said it's a great book. So he donated this to Will to send out. Uncle Al, that's DieBullFrog79, won the drawing, but he actually passed it along directly to me. So he must know that I need some good guide on gardening. I have gardened before. I've grown plenty of trees and things like that, shrubs, but I haven't actually grown a lot of nutritious food myself. Mostly that's been sort of my mom and family members. So I'm planning on building some planters. They're going to have to be above ground planters because we are renting where we're at currently, and I'm going to have to be able to roll them back and forth on the yard so that they don't ruin patches of grass. But I am going to get going on growing some calorie and nutrient-dense foods like sweet potatoes and various other things like that. So this will be invaluable to me. The back says, join the Green Wizard as he spells out his entertaining journey from novice yard killer to the master of all that is grown from the ground. Along the way, he'll teach you the funny, sometimes quirky, but low-cost secrets to become an official graduate of the Green Wizard Academy. You, too, can have an amazing yard and nutritious garden without wasting money on poisonous chemicals. From natural remedies to soil strategies, the Green Wizard's Guide. Spells to turn your garden green, add more nutrients to your garden veggies, and save money for your summer vacation, has the easy-to-do money-saving tips and incantations needed to create lawn envy included, the magical food web that you need to bring your soil back to life, which weeds will whisper what your soil is missing, then disappear forever, otherworldly secrets that for larger vegetables that explode with nutrients and flavor, unimaginably how to go a whole year without spending a dime on your lawn or garden, and potions to keep bugs away from your yard, not to mention werewolves. No toxic chemicals allowed. Get ready to graduate with new powers from the Green Wizard Academy and taunt your jealous neighbors like never before. So that sounds like it's right up my alley. I believe that I'm really going to enjoy this book. I got a little, let's see, it's acting like a bookmark, but I do believe it's a sticker. A just-in-time prepping sticker. This book is $7.95 on Amazon for Kindle and paperback, and I'm pretty sure he's got it in other places. If he lets me know, I'll let you know. So for $8, that's definitely worth picking up if you have it to spend. Alrighty. And now on to the package from Eric, the Lord Humongous, at WorldWasteland.com and the Lord Humongous channel here on YouTube. Now, he made this survival fishing kit because he was looking at building one for himself, and he realized that it just was a waste of money to do it in any other way than bulk. Then he realized that the most efficient way to do that was to get something like 100 pieces of each part. And so rather than just give up and go spend more money and get like probably an overcosted product from someone else, what he decided to do was take the risk of putting these all together and hoping that he can sell them and at least make his money back on the bulk purchase of the various components of the survival fishing kit. Now, I think that this is a great idea because there are so many preppers out here that just have to go and buy the same things. Can you imagine how much money preppers could have saved if we'd all purchased our knives at the same time? So he sent me this for free, but I was completely prepared to send him my money to get this and try it out. Because aside from a few last resort fishing items, like some bit of a tennis net, I don't really have a lot of fishing supplies in a lot of my gear. Just the stuff that I, like a pole that I go fishing with whenever a friend wants me to come along. I enjoy fishing, but I've never been an avid fisher. And so I can't manual focus on this side of the camera. But this looks like a pretty nice kit, and this is going to get me honing my skills. Whether I use this or I get myself a few other supplies to go and practice with so that this isn't a joke to have in my kit. So right off the bat, he's got it in this nice tin, which I think is great. That's going to keep itself together pretty well in your kit. And honestly, it's nice to have things in just little pods where you can just reach in there until you feel it, grab it, and there you go. You've got your fishing kit. Also, this looks like more of a foam insert, but a pretty crafty prepper could water seal this by just getting a gaskety piece to put in there. Or just gluing some, getting some latex to put in there, something like that. So right here we've got 2 reels of some line, 15 pound, 50 meters nylon, 30 pound, 30 meters nylon. So that's a lot of fishing line. If you are careful, that should last you quite a while. Bunch of little squiggly guys right there. For anybody who doesn't feel up to tearing worms in half. Got some bobbers. Now, let's get it out of the way. You can improvise most things in this kit. Can't really improvise the line very easily whenever you're just talking about out in the woods, which is where I sort of expect to be if I'm going to be fishing. You can fish in a river right in the middle of your city, but anyways, these are things that you can improvise, but I don't think that you really want to worry about finding yourself an empty nutshell that will float and necessarily digging around for worms and cutting pop can tabs into hooks when you're surviving in the woods and you can either grab a tin and go fishing or spend an hour or two collecting all the items and getting them to work and setting up an improvised fishing system, which will never really work quite as well as something that is made for the purpose and practiced with. So yes, it's good to know how to improvise and replace all of these things, but it's even better to have something like this that you can grab and go and to practice with it. So I think that these little swivel guys, like I said, I am not an experienced fisherman. Now this is quite possibly one of the centerpieces of the kit. And it doesn't look like it's so expensive that it's a good chunk of the price of the kit. But I can imagine that he purchased the best one that he could for the price that he could put into it. And this actually looks like an invaluable little piece of kit. Everybody's going to have knives and various little things like that, or multi-tools. But let me point out that fishing gear gets fishy. Sometimes you just want to throw it all in a baggie when you're done and deal with it later. I don't know. I don't carry isopropyl alcohol out with me whenever I go fishing. I probably will start doing something like that. But I don't really like using the gear that I'm going to use the next day to cut open a fish because it's not easy to get that out. So I think that it's really good that he added this little guy in here to be able to twist things, clamp things. There's just a lot of detailed work that you end up needing to do when you're fishing. And so I think that it's a really good piece to have in there. Some people don't have multi-tools, or they lose them, or just things like that. And it would really suck to just be sitting there with all of these small bits of fishing stuff and not have a way to manipulate them properly. I'm going to call that a jig. Lots of hooks. I was prompted to remind everyone about the soda can pop tab thing, where you cut a piece of it off and it turns into a fish hook. I'll get a picture of it and insert it here. But I mean, look at that. You're gonna have a hard time improvising something as efficient at catching fish as the things that he's included in this kit. And a couple of razor blades for cutting line, filleting fish. That's sort of leaning on you having a big knife, and it is good to have a fillet knife if you plan on doing a bunch of fishing and stuff like that. Be careful with them because those things are easy to cut yourself with. For some reason, it's much easier. They're very much more stabby than other knives. So anyways, that's what I see in here. I apologize for my complete lack of technical knowledge on fishing tools. I'm just sort of the slap a worm on it and throw it in the river kind of guy so far, which is a shame because I'm from like 2 generations of pretty good fly fishermen who used to build their own flies and stuff like that. So I definitely need to pick it up and not be ashamed to my family name. Anyways, thank you, Eric. This really does actually look like an invaluable piece of kit. I'm going to test it out and make sure that I can speak from a place of experience with that. So everybody do stay tuned on both of these. I'm going to read this book, I'm going to practice with this kit, and then I'm going to come back to you guys and let you know what I think. But my initial impressions of all of it is very good. I definitely think that if you have the money and the inclination to pick some of this stuff up and try it out for yourself, you should go for it. For the rest of you, do stay tuned for the torture test of it all. All right, thank you, Eric, and thank you, Will, and Uncle Al for getting all that stuff to me. I really do appreciate it. And thank you, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Here's what I get for not reading the insert. So first of all, I repacked this, and it is incredibly impressive that he managed to do 70 of them uniformly. So here is the insert that he sent for me. I didn't realize that it had all the information that I was lacking. Thanks for reviewing the Survival Fishing Kit. All I want is an honest review. I'm not looking for a commercial. Here are a few facts about it that you can include as desired. Available on Amazon here. I will repost the link. I actually meant to suggest that you just go to his channel. I'll post the link to the video in which he shared this. You can give that a view. You can click on his Amazon link. What that is going to do is if his product has qualified with Amazon for the commission, then he will actually get a little bit of the sale commission on his Amazon account for you purchasing his item. And I think that this is great. There are some who really want to support other people in every way possible rather than just leaving money on the table at Amazon. And so if you can do that, do that. You're going to be able to give him a review on his Amazon account yourself, whether or not you want to do one as a YouTube channel. You can also order it at his online store here at ruleofthewastelandstore.com. He's making a very limited initial release, only about 70. If Amazon is sold out, check the online store. I will fulfill all orders placed at my online store in April, but after the first 70, they will be back ordered and may take a couple of weeks to deliver. After April, I may not sell any more at all. It depends on how it goes. All the other survival fishing kits I came across in the past tried to have cool stuff or lots of variety, but skimped on the most important elements. In my opinion, line and hooks are the most important, especially line, as most other things could be improvised in some way. Instead of 75 or 100 feet of line like some kits, the RTW kit includes over 260 feet of line and 2 different strengths, 15 and 30 pound test, as well as over 30 hooks of various sizes. It also comes in a watertight screw top tin, not a plastic bag or a feeble hinge top tin that is likely to pop open. It includes a pliers multi-tool for removing hooks and razor blades for cutting line and skinning / filleting fish, and lots more. Full list of components. 4-ounce aluminum tin that stays securely closed with a screw top. Mini pliers folding multi-tool. 30 meters of 30-pound test monofilament line. 50 meters of 15-pound test monofilament line. 10 large hooks, sizes 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, and 6.0. 20 small hooks, sizes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 3 treble hooks, sizes 4, 8, and 10. 3 1.5-inch foam cigar float bobbers. 1 fly lure, various designs. 3 glow-in-the-dark grub lures. 2 crappie lures. 3 single-tail grub lures. 1 2.5-inch minnow lure. 12 bobber stoppers, 6 medium and 6 large. 3 barrel swivels with quick clips. 1 16th-ounce roundhead jig. 3 1/8-ounce egg sinkers. 6 number 5 removable split-shot sinkers. 3 wire leaders with swivels and snaps, 6-inch, 7.9-inch, and 9.8-inch. 2 razor blades. Thanks again. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at rulethewasteland@gmail.com. Eric, a.k.a. The Lord Humongous on YouTube. Thanks again, Eric. Appreciate it. Everybody stay safe out there.